Hello again. Welcome back. Those of you who read HCB or look at the website will know that we have a particular focus on the regulations that govern the transport of dangerous goods or hazardous materials, as you wish, and have done for a long time. Those of you who are subject to those regulations may have questions like, why on earth do they change every 2 years? Well, there are some answers to that. One of them, as one of the regulators said to me, well, it's because industry keeps on coming up with new ideas, and we have to figure out how to fit them into the regulations. That's one thing. I should also say that about 30 years ago, there was a proposal that the regulations would change every 4 years rather than every 2 years, but that was denied. And with due apologies to those of you who use IATA, which changes every year, as you will have noticed, I have been last week going through the changes that were agreed by the UN Committee of Experts in December that will appear in the 21st revised edition of the UN recommendations on the transport of dangerous goods. That's it. You may know it better as the model regulations or the Orange Book. And these changes will filter down into the modal rule books, the IMDG code, ADRRID, the ICAO technical instructions, and so on and so on from 2021. But of course, it's best to be forewarned. So I thought I'd just highlight a few of the big changes. There'll be more of a investigation of this in the May issue of HCB. It's also on the website, of course. But happy to say you'll probably be relieved that there aren't that many big changes this year. There are, though, a lot of small changes. So if you're a duty holder under the rules, you will have to look carefully. But many of the larger changes actually work to the benefit of industry. The experts, for instance, have agreed that if you stick a telematics unit or something similar on your vehicle or tank and it's powered by lithium batteries, it won't be subject to the regulations. There's a whole new section 5.5.4 to tell you that. There's a new UN number for category A solid medical waste. Clinical waste that derived from the Ebola virus outbreak a few years ago, and given that it won't actually come into effect for a couple of years, we're probably ready in time for the next one. There is, you'll be happy to know, or many of you will be, that there's relief from the requirement to show the technical name on UN 3077 and 3082 consignments. And also a relief for some will be that packagings that have been tested according to more than one design type can have multiple marks on them. There's a marking clarification on the inner receptacles of IBCs, which is more of an issue for manufacturers and reconditioners than users, I suppose. The old 2mm line around labels is no longer there, which might help with enforcement issues. Like I say, there's a lot more. There's 29 pages in the document, so take a look. But otherwise, put your feet up and let the regulators come up with something else for 2023. See you next time.